I sound? We have 1 minute. So I think I lost my earring. Yeah. No, but I was oh my God. Sure? How do you know this? This is 27. Hi everyone, I'm so glad you're here. We're gonna get started with our Pilates class, Pilates and legs for today, so abs and legs and back. Let's get started with our breathing. Remember, breathing is the first principle of Pilates, so breath is really, really important. We're gonna start with that. Inhaling through the nose and exhaling through pursed lips. Letting go of any tension as you focus on your breath. And exhale, breathe out through pursed lips like you're breathing out through a straw. And again, we'll start with a full breath in here. And exhale, breathe out. Let's do 2 more. Wide inhale here. Breathe into your side ribs instead of your belly or chest. And exhale, let it all go. 1 more, take a big inhale here. And with your exhale, remember those pursed lips. Beautiful. All right, we're gonna start engaging the pelvic floor. So think of Kegels, think of pulling up and becoming a little lighter on your mat and then releasing your pelvic floor down. So the way you are sitting, just a reminder again how to connect to the pelvic floor. Just imagine scooping and pulling up. So scooping the 2 sits bones that you are sitting up on top of, just imagine gliding them closer to one another and lifting, like you're trying to become a little lighter. So we're gonna start with our full inhale here. And as you exhale, scoop underneath and pull up. Slight little lift, slight little activation, and then slowly release back down. Again, take a big inhale. And as you exhale, scoop away and lift. Slight little lift, so you're just a tiny bit lighter. And then back down. So remember, we're not pulling all the way up, just part way. 2 more, big inhale here. And as you exhale, pull up and lift. And then slowly release. And 1 more, pull up, become a little lighter, a little taller, and then slowly release. So now we're combining the pelvic floor lift along with our using our transverse abdominis, so putting on a big tight belt. Hi Tony, hi James, hopefully he's with you here today. All right, so we're gonna start engaging both areas. So first we'll start with our inhale. As you exhale, pull up, pelvic floor lifted. Now your transverse becomes activated. So that just means you're putting on a tight belt. Hold that belt as you take a big inhale to your side ribs. And exhale, release your belt. Release your pelvic floor, nice and heavy again. Big inhale. And as you exhale, pull up, become light. And now engage into your belt. Stay as you breathe. And exhale, release your belt. Release your pelvic floor. 2 more, big inhale. And as you exhale, pelvic floor up, belly tight again. You're active, you're working, you're holding. Breathe. And exhale, release. And 1 more, take a big inhale here. Hi, Darlene. And as you exhale, pelvic floor up, belly tight. Stay as you breathe. And exhale, release. Awesome. So we're gonna start moving along with our breath. I will come sideways And you can stay on your mat as long as you're comfortable. So I'm using a little block. I've been feeling a little tight. I've done a lot of gardening over the last few days, so I'm a little tighter in my low back than usual. So that's why I'm going to sit up a little higher. If you are feeling loose through your spine, through your low back, have a seat on the floor. We'll start with our shoulders relaxed, with your hands on your shins, belly tight, so your pelvic floor and transverse are engaged. They're ready. Start with your inhale here. And as you exhale, nod yes, and just soften through your chest. Pull your belly button up and in, round over your legs, relax your shoulders as you inhale here, and as you exhale, come back up, restack piece by piece, vertebra by vertebra. So making little spaces in between each and every disc. That's why you're becoming nice and tall. Big inhale at the top, and as you exhale, do it again. Try to move through the center. So if your body's pulling you into one side, that just means you're tighter on that side, but work through the center here. Belly tight, belly button up and in. Stay over your legs. Take a wide inhale into your side ribs. And exhale back. Restacking piece by piece, vertebra by vertebra. If you're not breathing too deeply, then take another full breath so that you're always breathing instead of holding your breath. Take a big inhale and exhale, fold again. See if you can round your spine a little more. See if you can pull your belly button up and in more so you can flex through your low back here. Stay over your legs without tension in your shoulders. And exhale back up. Restack your low back, then your mid back, and then your upper back and head. Let's do one more. Big inhale here. And as you exhale, fold and round. Keep your hips stacked, vertical. Stay with your wide inhale here. And exhale, come back up, restacking your spine piece by piece, vertebra by vertebra, nice and tall. Whether you're sitting up on the floor or up on your block, with or without the weights in your hands, we are protracting, retracting. So that just means gliding your shoulder blades apart and gliding them back together. Inhale, protract, and exhale, retract. You're not slouching because your belly is tight, your belt is on, and your pelvic floor is lifted. So engage through your core. Inhale, protract, and exhale, retract. If you notice your shoulders rising, maybe the weight is too much for your shoulders. Drop it and just work through the shoulder blades. So work on your upper mid back, in between your scapulae, in between your shoulder blades. Let's do 4 more. Inhale, protract, and exhale, retract, glide them together. Inhale, separate them away from the spine, and exhale, retract back together. Last 2, belly tight, nice and tall, retract, and 1 more. Inhale, protract, and exhale, retract. Beautiful. Now come into your neutral, which is always in between your protraction and retraction. So just come back to center. Take a big inhale as you drop your shoulders. And exhale, reach up. Perfect. Inhale forward. And as I reach up, I'm not moving through my pelvis or my spine to help my arms come up any higher. So my spine is stuck, nice and tall. It's stuck in one place, in one position. I'm not moving it at all. I'm not moving through my pelvis. I'm just moving my arms. 2 more. Awesome. And 1 more. Lift up. Now we're going to increase the range of motion all the way down and exhale back up. Awesome. No shoulder tension, and exhale back up. Hug your belly, especially when you reach up. Last 2. Exhale, reach up. And 1 more. Reach up. From here, you'll open your arms wide all the way down towards your hips. Up and over, parallel arms, shoulders down away from your neck, and then reach out. I'm going to face you for the next 2. Reach up and over, belly tight, and open wide. 1 more. Up and over, and then out towards your hips. Now we reverse the movement, holding onto your core tight. Reach out and over, and parallel arms on the way down. 3 more. Remember to breathe. Awesome. Last 2. And 1 more. Perfect. All right. We are going to do some hip rolls for the next exercise or for the next warm-up. So for this one, just come all the way down onto your mat, grab a block in between your inner thighs, and then just take your time as you roll away from your legs, rounding your spine. So remember, this is not a hinge. This is a rounded spine as I come down piece by piece, vertebra by vertebra, and I come all the way down toward my mat. All right, so I'm going to keep my feet parallel, hip distance apart. If I feel the block isn't helping me and it's creating more tension in my hip flexors, then I'll just let go of the block. The reason for the block is that you don't let your knees go wide. So keep that parallel distance. Keep your knee facing the ceiling. Take a big inhale here into your side ribs. And as you exhale, peel away from the mat, piece by piece, starting at the tail, ending up on your shoulder blades. Long line from knees to shoulders, wide inhale into your sides, and exhale, roll down piece by piece, vertebra by vertebra. Untuck your seat at the end. Keep your collarbones open so that there's no work in your upper body. Maybe flip your palms up toward the ceiling and come up again. Beautiful. Head is heavy, so there's no neck work here. Take a big inhale and exhale all the way down, piece by piece. See if you can further isolate one vertebra away from the next, rolling right through the center. Again, if you're tight on one side, your body's going to want to pull you over to that side, but stay centered. Come all the way down, untuck your pelvis. So especially if you have some curvature, some side curvature in your spine, like scoliosis, you really want to work through the center. So to get your body back into balance, back to center, come up and hold. Big inhale here, and exhale, roll down piece by piece, softening out your chest, pulling your belly button up and in, and then releasing, untucking your pelvis at the very, very end. One more, big inhale here, and exhale, roll away from the mat. And now stay as you inhale, lift your heels, and exhale, roll down piece by piece, vertebra by vertebra. Once you come down, inhale, come onto your heels, lift your toes, and exhale, roll away from the floor. We're waking up the legs. Today's our leg day. Now come back onto your tippy toes, and exhale, roll down, right through the center. Pay attention. No need to speed, so go slowly. Take another breath if you ran out. Untuck your seat. We'll do two more. Back onto your heels and exhale, roll. Pelvis, low back, mid back, all the way up. Inhale, transfer to your tippy toes. Keep your heels lifted. Come all the way down. Mid back, low back. Untuck your pelvis. Back onto your heels. Last one. And exhale, roll away from the floor. Awesome. Inhale over to your tippy toes. And exhale all the way down, piece by piece, vertebra by vertebra. Untuck, pull your knees into your chest. Awesome. All right, let's do a little bit of twisting. So today we are going to twist through the spine, and we're just going to move our legs side to side. Hug the block, because as soon as we hug that block in between our inner thighs, our core becomes more active. Palms facing the ceiling so you don't end up overworking through your shoulders. Hug your belly, relax your face. Inhale, send your legs toward me. And then exhale, back to center. Inhale away from you with your knees. And exhale, back to center. Remember, both shoulder blades are always glued to the floor. So because you are twisting through your legs, that doesn't mean your shoulder blade leaves the mat. Keep it heavy, glued to the floor. Inhale over. Scoop your belly as you return back to center. Now let's find cactus arms. So a little bit harder. You're relying on your shoulders and arms even less. Working more through your core instead. Inhale toward me. And exhale, back center. Beautiful. Inhale away from me. And exhale, center. Last two. Inhale over. And exhale, back. And one more. Over. And exhale, back. Awesome. Keep the block where it is. Bring your hands to support your head. Take a big inhale into your side ribs. And as you exhale, curl up. Keep your tailbone heavy. So what tends to happen is that we peel the bum off the floor, but we want to stay glued to the floor so that we're working through the core, supporting your head so your neck doesn't have to work. And then slowly lower. Again, keep your tailbone glued to the floor. Exhale, curl up. Awesome. Inhale, slowly lower. And exhale, curl up, support your head, look toward the block, look just above your knees, and then slowly lower. Exhale, come up, take your time. And now inhale, take your time as you come down. You're fighting gravity here. Working your core on your way up, exhale. And slowing it down as you inhale, so working on your way down as well. Let's do 4 more. Exhale, come up. Inhale, slowly lower. 3 more. Exhale, up. Keep your elbows open and wide. Beautiful. Last 2. Supporting the back of your head. Exhale, up. Soften through your chest so that there's no rigidity. Slowly lower. And 1 more. Exhale, curl up. And then slowly lower. Keep your back of your head down on the floor. You can keep your cactus arms the way they are. Hug your belly extra hard because now you're extending your legs. So just think the weight of your leg, your belt must be on. Otherwise, you're pulling on your low back and that's never a good idea. Exhale, reach. Both legs long and straight. Inhale, bend back. Now, if you really want to do this exercise, but your low back says, I'm not so sure, then in that case, fully extend up. You're still working. Inhale, bend. Now, once you reach across, you're working harder, but that's all about how your low back and core are feeling. So if your low back is tight, reach up. If your low back is strong and feeling good, then just reach across. But don't forget that tight belt. Pelvic floor is lifted already. Exhale, reach. Awesome. And let's do 3 more. Exhale, reach. Beautiful. Last 2. Take your time. Exhale, reach, parallel legs. Inhale, bend back. And 1 more. Exhale, reach. Inhale, bring them in. Remove the block. And now we're ready for the single leg stretch. So we've all done it a million times in class before. So let's go for it. Keep your tailbone glued to the floor, holding on to the outside of your legs. Start with your inhale, nod your chin, and exhale, curl up toward your legs. Your belly is tight. Inhale to get ready. And as you exhale, fully extend that one leg. Remember, for a tight low back, reach it up. If your low back allows, reach across, long and straight, tracking your hand, your outside hand on the outside knee, your inside hand on the inside ankle. And exhale, reach. And exhale, reach. And use your breath. Exhale, reach. Looking straight forward, reach. Last 4, reach. 3. Last 2. And 1 more. Back to tabletop. Support the back of your head. Curl up a little higher. Do it again. So this is the modification you will use if your neck is really, really tight and you need to support your head. You're working your abs a little harder because now you added the weight of your arms for your core to lift. Last 4. 2 more. Tabletop hold, curl up higher, and come all the way down. Pull your knees into your chest. All right, that was awesome. I felt my belly, so I hope you felt your core as well. Grab onto one leg, and we are going to face down now so we can work an extension. Working through, so starting off with a long line, long body. You can bring your weights with you if you have them. If you have your soup cans or your weights, bring them along. So for the first one, we won't pick them up just yet. We want to work on the form. So the form, your inner thighs can be glued together if your hips are happier this way, or your inner thighs can be a little open so that you have parallel legs. Your legs are long and straight. Your belly becomes tight, belly on. Start with your forehead down on the floor. Big inhale here. And as you exhale, lift up, push a little pebble away with your nose. Again, work through the center of your spine. Don't let your body take you off to one side, especially if you're tight. You need to work through the center, more reason for that. And then slowly lengthen as you lower, pulling through the crown of your head. Let's do 2 more before we modify. Exhale, come up. Push that little pebble away with your nose. You're looking toward the floor instead of looking forward. So as soon as I look forward, I put too much extension into my neck. That's why my gaze goes down instead. And then slowly lengthen as you lower. Keep your collarbones open, your shoulders relaxed. 1 more. Come up. Beautiful. And then come all the way down. Now if you feel your core is doing great and there's no pinching in your low back, you won't use your arms to support you. You're going to let them float off the floor. You can also add the little weights, as long as your shoulders are staying away from your neck. Start with your inhale, get ready. And as you exhale, lift up. And then inhale, lower, relax your arms. And exhale, come up. Push that little pebble away with your nose. And then slowly lengthen as you lower. Your legs are long and straight, your belly tight. Maybe you're engaging your glutes a little bit. Exhale, come up. So a slight engagement. Don't let your glutes take over. It's still about that tight belt, about your tight core. And then slowly lower. Last 2. Exhale, come up. Awesome. And then slowly lower. And 1 more. Exhale, up. Beautiful. And then slowly all the way down. Sway your hips if you felt any of that work in your low back. So now we'll extend the arms by our hips, but we'll open into a 45-degree angle. So you're going to look like an airplane. So not quite a T, 45 degrees instead. Relax your shoulders away from your neck, forehead down, belly tight, and exhale, lift up. And then slowly lower down. Exhale, come up. Pull your belly button up and in, so you're not pushing your belly out. You're still tight in that belt. And then slowly lower down. Belly tight as you come up. Remembering your breath here. So we're not holding it. We're using it. Last 2. Exhale, come up. Once I come up, I keep my collarbones open so they're not closed up in front. They're nice and wide. Slowly lengthen as I lower. And 1 more. Exhale, up. Beautiful. And then slowly all the way down. Sway your hips if you felt that in your low back. So now we'll try into with a T, letter T. Your wrist more or less in line with your shoulder, maybe a little bit below the shoulder. Drop your shoulder away from your ears. Hug your belt. Get ready. And exhale, lift up. Awesome. Hold on to your belly. You're really feeling your belly button wanting to pop away. Don't let it. Pull it in. Last 2. Exhale, up. Beautiful. And 1 more. Exhale, up. We only did 3 because now we have a chance to extend through 1 leg as we come up. So if your low back allows, extend 1 leg long and straight. So notice I'm not going for height. I'm always going for length. Inhale, lengthen as you lower. Other leg, exhale, up. Collarbones wide, leg long, belly tight, breath is full. Lengthen as you lower. Last 4. Exhale, up. Beautiful. 3 more. Exhale, up. Last 2. Exhale, up. And 1 more. Exhale, up. And relax. And now push back into a big shell. Your knees can be wide, your knees can be parallel. Just sit back onto your heels, round your spine, so you can feel a nice stretch taking place in your low back. You'll drop your forehead down toward the floor, and we'll stay with 2 breaths here. And 1 more. All right, so we'll come back up. We'll sit up nice and tall. And because today is our leg day and we have about 15 minutes late, I want us to start with our shoulder bridge prep. So back onto the mat. Once you're sitting up nice and tall, Actually, why don't we do a couple more abs here before we come all the way down onto our shoulder bridge? So why don't we just start rolling halfway away from our legs? Hug your belly, don't let your belly button pop away, and then reach forward. Reach your arms across the room, parallel, shoulders away from your neck, and exhale, roll back. Hug your belly, keep on scooping away, and then come forward. Couple more, exhale, roll away. Keep on scooping away, and then lengthen or come all the way forward, not lengthening just yet. 2 more, roll away from your legs. Awesome. And forward, and 1 more, roll away from your legs. Come all the way forward, and from here come all the way down piece by piece. So first roll through your pelvis, then your low back, then your mid back, and upper back, neck and head. Awesome. All right, so we're gonna leave our feet on the floor, hip distance apart, and we'll bring up the arms up toward the ceiling. We will relax our shoulders so that our collarbones are wide and open. With your feet close to your seat, you are now working through your straight spine. Take a big inhale here. And as you exhale, lift your hips, hug your glutes at the bottom. So we're warming up the glutes again with your belly tight. Just fold at the hips instead of rolling through your spine. So remember, you're not rounding your low back, you're keeping it straight, you're hinging. And then come back up again. And again, lower. And exhale, lift. Beautiful. Inhale to lower. And exhale, lift. If you want to activate your glutes a little bit more, slide your feet a little closer towards you and lift your heels. Exhale, come up. Long diagonal line from knees to shoulders. Fold in half. Come halfway down. And exhale, back up. Your head is heavy. Your collarbones are wide. So upper body is not working. Just think of your belt and your glutes here. Exhale, up. Beautiful. Last 4. Exhale, up. Last 3. Exhale, up. Perfect. 2 more. Exhale, up. And 1 more. Exhale, up. Once you come up, stay up. Lower and lift your heels. So now waking up your calves, working through your ankle joint. Exhale to lift your heels. Inhale to land slowly. And exhale, reach. If you notice tension creeping up into your shoulders, just open up wider through your collarbones. Imagine you're holding a stability ball up and over. Exhale, lift. Last 4. Exhale, lift. Belly still nice and tight. Exhale, lift. Last 2. Exhale, lift. And 1 more. Exhale, lift. Land your heels. Take a little breather. If you need to come down, come down. If you're happy to keep on going with this pace, engage your core. Lift one leg up to tabletop. Your weight is still across your shoulder blades, not on your neck. Inhale, land your foot. And exhale, other leg up. Beautiful. Inhale, lower. My pelvis stays square, so there's no movement through my pelvis because my belly is engaged. Exhale, up. Beautiful. And exhale, up. Relax your shoulders away from your neck. Think of your throat. No tension. 6 more. And exhale, up. As you drop your foot down, work through your toe, ball, and heel. So try not to speed. Same on the other foot. Toe, ball, heel. Rolling through your ankle. Beautiful. And I believe we have 2 more. Exhale, up. Beautiful. And 1 more, up. Both feet down. Keep that diagonal line going. Lift your heels and squeeze your glutes. Squeeze your glutes. And squeeze. So feeling your whole entire leg, feeling your glutes, feeling your tight belly. Last 8. Squeeze. Squeeze. 6. 4 more. Last 2. And now fold at the hips, come all the way down, straight spine, and pull your legs in towards your chest. All right, so we're gonna do a little bit of ab work along with our legs and glutes. Grab onto one leg, lift yourself up, and you are going to sit like a mermaid. So here, we are going to sit on one hip. So for now, the way you are sitting, just send your top leg down. So now the bottom sole of your foot is facing your top thigh. So from here, we are going to twist and bring our hands toward the floor. Remember your shoulders away from your neck. So adjust, readjust if you're really tight in your hips. If your low back says there's no way I'm doing this, the twist is too much for me, you can always grab your cushion or your block and then just place it underneath you, the hip that you're sitting on. You can always support it, and as soon as you become a little taller, you have a little bit more mobility. So for me on this side anyway, I am fine just to sit on the floor. So I'll sit here, but I'm paying attention again to my belt, to my shoulders, to my collarbones. So here I'm just gonna lift up my back leg. I'm not lifting it with my back, I'm lifting it with my tight belt. So my belt must be on. And then slowly lower. And exhale, come up. Beautiful. And then slowly lower. I want my foot in line with my knee, so I'm not leading with my knee. And then slowly lower. So 5 more. Exhale, up. Beautiful. Total of 8. Exhale, up. Last 3. Exhale, up. Hug your belt. 2 more. Exhale, up. Awesome. And 1 more. Exhale, up. From here, if your low back says no more, then just drop your foot. If your low back says, yeah, this is not a big deal, then you're gonna extend your leg. Inhale, bend. And exhale, reach. Remember now that you're going with a long leg, long lever, you have to hold tighter with your belt. And exhale, reach. We have 4 more. Exhale, reach. So in case you're not feeling it, which I doubt, you should be feeling it in your top outer hip. Last 2. Exhale, reach. And 1 more. Exhale, reach. And bend. And now let's do a little push-up, modified push-up here. Keeping your leg flexed. Bring your nose down to the floor and exhale, up. Belly tight. And exhale, up. Perfect. And exhale, up. We have 5 more. 4 more. Keep on breathing, keep on holding on to your tight belt. And 1 more. Exhale, up. And land your foot all the way down. Beautiful. So we're not done just yet. We're gonna do some side bending and some twisting. So now you'll face forward. For the leg, we had to twist our upper body. Now we're just facing forward. So in this position, you might need that bit of elevation. Go for it if you need it. If you feel you're okay without it, sit on the floor, bring your hands on top of your forehead, hug your belly, relax your shoulders, neck is open and loose. Take a big inhale to get ready, and exhale, twist. So we'll do 8 of everything. Exhale, twist. And exhale, twist. Because of the way you're sitting, one side will be tighter than the other. That's totally how it's supposed to be. You'll notice on the other side, you'll be feeling the exact same thing, except opposite. And 1 more. Exhale, twist, and back center. And now we'll do some side bending. So for the side bending, again, you'll have one side that will be tight and one side that will be very, very loose and open. Take a big inhale here. Support yourself with your hand by your hip. And as you exhale, side bend. So maybe you want to bend a little bit. Maybe you can drop your elbow down and make it a fuller side bend. And then back up. Now notice the other side will be a lot tighter. So just go as far as it feels fine, that there's no tension in your upper body. And then back up. 6 more. Inhale and exhale. Side bend. So you're stretching your side with your belly tight. Halfway there. 4 more. using your breath. Perfect, you guys. Just like being back in class together, almost. And 2 more. Inhale, lift, and exhale, over. Beautiful. And 1 more. Inhale, lift, and exhale, over. Awesome. And bring your hands down. So the way I transition is nice and quick. I reach both legs forward in front of me. I give them a little shake in case they became tight, just because of the way I was sitting. One hip is externally rotated, one hip is internally rotated, so a lot of stuff happening in your hips. And now I bend my legs to the opposite direction. And here, if I'm not very even in my body, if I'm not very centered, I might need that block, even if I didn't need it on the first side. So I'm gonna start with my legs. I'll take my hands, I twist through my spine, and I drop my hands in front of my knee, in front of my quad. So here again, I let go of any tension. Belly is nice and tight. Exhale, back leg up. Inhale, lower. I'm keeping a 90-degree angle behind my knee. I lift my foot in line with my knee. And exhale, up. Beautiful. And exhale, up. Last 3. Exhale, up. 2 more. Exhale, up. And 1 more. Exhale, up. And now I'm gonna extend my leg and inhale, bend. And exhale, reach. Inhale, bend. I can always take a breather. If this side is different, if my low back isn't happy, then I can just relax, take a pause, or maybe lift and lower that flexed leg like I started with. 3 more. Exhale, lift, reach. 2 more. Exhale, reach. And 1 more. Exhale, reach. And bend, and now we have 8 little push-ups here. So your hands in front of your shoulders, exhale. So it doesn't really matter, that's what I wanted to say. Whether it's an exhale or an inhale on your way down, again, just remember to breathe. We have 5 more after this one. Beautiful. 4 more. Usually, if it takes effort, I exhale. Last 3. Exhale, up. 2 more. Exhale, up. And 1 more. Exhale, up. And I land my foot, my whole leg. And now I'm gonna face forward again for 8 side bends and 8 twists. So again, if I need that block underneath, I'll sit up on it. If I'm feeling fine, I'll stay where I am. My hands on top of my forehead, energy through the crown of your head so you don't end up sinking into your hips. Take a big inhale here and exhale, twist. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. And back center, last 6. Every time I twist, I become taller. My belly becomes tighter. Beautiful. And last 2. Exhale, twist. And 1 more. Exhale, twist. Back to center. Relax the arms, and now 8 side bends. Take a big inhale here. And as you exhale, side bend. So I started with my tight side. Bring the hand down. And now the open side where I can lower my elbow and find that side stretch along my side body. And then back up. Inhale up and exhale over. Inhale up and exhale over. Beautiful. 4 more. Inhale up and exhale over. Keep on hugging your belt. Awesome. And last 2. Inhale up and exhale over. Last one to go. And exhale over. Beautiful. All right, so we'll come back up nice and tall. Just sit on your bum and just shake out your legs. Send them forward, send them long and straight. We're gonna end the class with a few spine stretch forward, just so that we can move through the spine. And the way we started the class with flexed legs, we're rounding forward and extending. Now we're gonna try extending the legs. If your hamstrings are really tight, you can come back to the same position that we started with, or maybe you have a seat on your block to lift yourself up. So just notice if your low back feels any looser, any more open as you do your flexion and extension. You'll walk your hands beside your leg. Take a big inhale here. And as you exhale, nod yes. Soften through your chest. Pull your belly button up and in, and then round forward over your legs. Stay, inhale. And exhale, come back up, restack piece by piece, vertebra by vertebra, nice and tall. Remember, your pelvis stays vertical. You're just flexing above your hips. So take a big inhale here and exhale. Start at the neck, then it's your mid back, then it's your low back. Keep your pelvis vertical as you round your spine. Pull your belly button up and in. And exhale, come back up. Restack piece by piece, vertebra by vertebra, nice and tall, open heart. Last time, shoulders relaxed. Inhale here. And as you exhale, fold and round and soften through your front body. There's no need to hold any tension. Let your forehead fall toward the floor. Let your shoulders relax even more. Take a big wide inhale. And exhale, restack piece by piece, vertebra by vertebra. Sit nice and tall. Have an amazing rest of the week, you guys. Thank you so much for being here. And I'll see you on Monday. Bye, guys.